All right, welcome back into some more Age of Wonders 4. It's been a little while since I've been having time to record this, adjusting my new schedule. Apparently the devs are watching. They nerfed our damage bonus from Gluttony. It is still really good, but down from I think it was 10 stacks of 5 to 10 stacks of 2% damage. So yeah, that was going to be absolutely ridiculous. So I am not surprised in the least that got adjusted. I don't know how they thought getting a 50% damage boost, even if it takes you some lead up time, was gonna work. And we were just perfectly set up for it with our immortal troops there. So last time around, we are at war. We got declared on here. We're also very poor. We have a stack and some, and we have a stack down here who is trying to go take some fights and earn us some money. That would be super helpful. That would be super duper helpful to make a little bit of cash. Right off the bat, man, we might be able to hold this off. Did I? Okay, we did heal. All right, so I don't think we're gonna be able to wait down there. Are we gonna be able to? I think we're gonna be too late. All right, I'm gonna still try. We're gonna go up this way on the off chance that we win that battle. We're gonna be pretty wounded, and we might be able to use him to make some offensive moves. So we'll see what we can do there. Capital is building us a marketplace. Or no, the kitchen is building us a marketplace. Trying to get some more cash flow coming. We are pretty desperate for that. Storehouse here. I think we are gonna want troops of some sort. What do we actually have up here? A skeleton, a banshee, one spearman, and then you are our newest person, a skirmisher. And then we got double immortals, we got our range unit, a necromancer, and a mortalist, along with our main guy. Mana-wise, we're not stellar either. Man, we are in a bad way. Okay, I think... No, not you. You. Let's go ahead. I think we're just going to pump an immortal. And just try to get some numbers out there. He's running up that way. Okay, orders required. Well, you're waiting here. I'm going to make them wait because I want him to get closer, even if it's going to be too late. Okay, we got morbid sacrifice done. Friendly units, right. Target province. Okay, I think we just grabbed that one. Okay, and wow, immediately we have to make our tome pick here. So far in our library, we have the Tome of Gluttony, the Tome of Necromancy, and the Tome of Souls. For tier 3, we want to go with the Tome of Cycles. And to do Tome of Cycles, I'm gonna need 3 nature affinity, and we only have 1. So we have to pick a tier 2 nature tome. So we have Glades, we have Fey Mists, and we have Fertility. Fey Mists, I just don't think there's enough here. And actually this doesn't work because this is a nature astral. So really, we have our choice between Tome of Glades or Tome of Fertility. Glades gives us plant stuff, which isn't really our theme. We're not really going necessarily for the range. While I do really like Entwined Protectors, I think they're pretty good. And I do like Aspect of the Root. Create Forest doesn't do anything. The Sacred Meadow. The food's nice. That combos in well with our Maw. But beyond that, I'm not super in love with it. The Fertility does feel like it's a little more on theme in that we want lots of food. Bountiful Fields gives us 10 food, but also an additional 3 food and 3 mana for every province with grassland or fungal field. So it doesn't matter what the upgrade is. I feel like that's better. Staves of Life, we are going to be running some support units. So this is a support ability. That's just nice to have. Restore Land. Not going to be meaningful to us per se, but who knows, maybe we'll have some land that we want to fix. The Temple of Fertility gives us extra food and some draft, which we were hurting on a little bit. The Nymph Probably not that interested in it, in all honesty. It is a very powerful unit, but theme-wise, I'm not too sure about that. And then Blossom of Life. 3 regen is not terrible. Just a nice early spell to get off in combat if you can. Honestly, the Bountiful Fields and the Fertility, and I guess the Staves of Life are like the 3 that are kind of what I see here. I think that's what we're going to do.
Life, I would say, always finds a way. From the depths of the deepest ocean to the crags of the highest mountain, nature's fertile blessing flourishes and grows. The truly wise will harness this power and sow seeds of growth and healing throughout their lands.
Oh yeah, that's what we're all about. Growth and healing, for sure, for sure. I will take the Staves of Life since of the ones I mentioned, that's the only one available. We could get a new skill. I don't know if there's anything that's going to change our current predicament here. Get some extra draft stuff. Summoning spells cost less. Combat summons cost less. That might actually be pretty good for us. Which just goes to unlock units are cheaper. We look up in the shadow area. Could get Whisper Stones. I don't think we care about that. All your heroes gain a level. That could be good. Honestly, I think we're going to take combat summons being a little bit cheaper. That could be relevant for this fight. Mystical Seer is here, but planning on leaving. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think we're going to have the mana for you, brother. Pantry is under attack. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, so we are running as fast as we can. Oh, our turn. I see our turn got interrupted here. Okay, what do you want, game? In turn. Yeah, I don't know about that. Having at least the Palisades gives us a fighting chance. If we can get a couple kills and get the ball rolling, there might be a chance. Now, another chance. What if... Oh, and I just spent... That may have been a bad idea. 175 for Force March. I don't think that would have changed anything. Unfortunately, I still think he probably would have been just out of range and then wounded also. So that's not going to help. All right, well, this is going to be a nasty battle. All I can say. Do we have anything outstanding? Wayfarer enchantment? No. I don't want to spend any of the mana because I want to hold off and have a little more mana for the fight. All right, back in the capital, we did produce a building. They're feeling okay. Let's get a shrine. Well, money. What's my other city doing right now? Not you. Kitchen. What is Kitchen doing at the moment? Kitchen could build the academy. Boosted stonemason, a shrine, a mint. All right, let's get the shrine down here. That gets a little bit more mana income. Apparently, I should have got this sooner because, yeah, we're feeling that. We're definitely going to have to go all out on casting. Okay, looked at our building. Hero leveled up. Okay, now here, I do probably want to respect them, but now is not the moment to do that. Inflict Soulbound. Melee prepared shot. Missiles do +1 physical damage for each tier. They're all kind of low tier units. Extra healing. Honestly, she doesn't have much in her group. And the hero does a critical hit. Subsequent critical hits do additional damage. Sure. We'll pray for some crits on that. Spells ready to cast. I don't want to do it. Bounties don't care. And of course we're invaded. All right. Let's get into the meat here. Let's see if we can hold this. Yes, please give me that gold. All right. It's saying there's a chance. It's saying there's a chance. I'm going to just see what auto combat does. We're probably going to end up having to fight it. They undermined our walls. Okay, that's not the worst. We're at least not starting with damage. Okay, according to Otto, we would all die and barely take anyone with us. Let's do it and see what we can do. Hopefully this is not a premature end to us. I was obviously not quite ready to have this invasion. All right, now I do note... Well, no, I guess there's not... Okay, here they are. All these skirmishers are going to be pretty nasty, I would say. They have the javelin throw, which is 18 damage. We don't love that. And then they have the savage strike for additional crit. Honestly, I think we want to pull one way or the other. I think we pull to the left. And I want to pull because then that's going to force them to walk further rather than being able to engage us quickly. All right, zoom over there. Hero maybe towards the wall. Holding there. And then you guys just head over. Run. Run, Mr. Zombie. Run, Mr. Zombie. Our leader, our range, and our immortals. Yeah, we're gonna go all over here if I can get there. We could drop transfer life. Nope, not yet. Yep, defensive mode. All right, incoming. They do have the ringers too, so we're gonna be getting a little bit of damage. Hopefully we'll be able to stay out of range of that for the most part. In fact, what is your range? Can I tell? 3 to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so they can actually hit basically everything back here. Perfect. That's exactly what I need. Alright. Banshees. Head for there. So that does tell me I need to stay spread out a bit. I guess they moved up a little bit. One thing in this game is there's no like capture point, so it's not like they can run in and like take a free win if I don't defend or something. They have to come get me. I do have spells, but I think we're just gonna wait. All right, are you guys moving or what? We've seen this before. I want to say this was last season. We had this one where like they just absolutely refused to approach. Okay, they are moving, so they are doing something. They're just deciding. All right, well, I am not coming out. So if you think I'm coming out there, you got another thing coming. Spread out. We will take some AoE hits. Casting buffs. Yep. Okay, 7 damage. Okay, I don't love that. Again, I'm just waiting. I'm a little surprised. I'm gonna speed this up even. I normally don't, but this is gonna be a long one if they're gonna refuse to come in. I'm trying to remember how that ended last time this happened. Are they just gonna peg me slowly with that thing? I guess we could move back further. Let's do that a little bit. I don't want to be taking free damage for sure. I want to say there was like a timeout or something, but I can't quite remember exactly how that ended. I remembered I was surprised that we had managed to pull it off. What are you gonna do? I mean, they're just buffing each other. Are we just literally gonna buff each other and then use that? Okay, throwing rocks. We may have to engage. Although I could move back further. Again, they have to come get me. They can't, they don't get like an auto win or something. In fact, I think it's our auto win if it comes to that. Now, let's back up even further. Basically, as far back as I can safely go. What else is back here? You get in here. There. Yeah, I'm cheesing it out a little bit, but you know what? If you're attacking, you need to attack. You don't get to just sit outside. Really? Let's see if they can still reach me. I guess that's the biggest question. Can you still hit me? Because if you can't... I may have to pause you guys because I'm going to be exceptionally stubborn and make them come in here. Tell you what, if they start coming in, I'll bring you right back. And yeah, they ended up morale routing. It took a few more rounds of ending turn, but they attacked and then they just decided they didn't want to come in. I feel like that's a problem with the AI. I don't understand. You had three groups to my not even two, and you chose to siege but refused to attack the walls, and I didn't even have like bolts or anything. I had nothing on the wall that would actually damage them. So killed some of those units, and then others did retreat. And shoot, I don't remember because it's been so long since we recorded which of these guys I need. We need to raise a certain amount to level up. I'll tell you what. We'll do 2. All right, how many did you actually need? Way more than that. Okay, so 25 to level up, and then probably another 100. Okay, well, I'm not above it. I'm definitely not above it. So he has that guy back there building up his group. You know what? Turnabout's fair play, buddy. We'll start that siege over here. What do we got? We could undermine his walls. I don't think I do that because I'm so poor. That would make it go faster. Besieging units take 20 physical damage and are exhausted. That sounds horrific. All right, we'll have to take the walls down. I don't think I can get away with that. We could do a raiding party. When the walls are breached, gain 50 gold per tier of the besieged. You know what? Sure. I'm not above that. And then you go support him. And you guys hop on in there when you can. That was a chunk of magic, but I think that is a good invested chunk of magic. All right, we got to make use of this because that's only going to hold them off for so long. To get another immortal back there, you also head towards the front. Yep, and then we have buildings done. So we finished a shrine. Okay, here... 10 gold income, 10 gold income, Wizard's Tower. Let's get the Wizard's Tower started. That extra income for the Imperium would be super helpful. And you're not building anything, so let's check you. Granary for faster growth, mint for some money. I think we get the money. Well, that's 4 turns though. Alright, we'll get the stonemason first. And then what are you building? Oh yeah, no, I need to be tier 3. And when's tier 3? Tier 3 is boosted. Alright, I'm gonna have to build this first. It's 280 gold. I'd like to get that and try out our tier 3 unit. I've never used that one. As I mentioned at the beginning, I haven't played this culture. And then here, I do feel okay getting our Wayfarer enchant now. Help those guys out. Soul Collection and Corrupt Pact. I don't think I need either of those at the moment. Produced him, produced Shrine. Don't have anything set here, and we are broke. I think we're just gonna have to chill on that one for a turn. Yeah. Pantry can annex another section. Okay. Then, of course you're on my moneymaker. Of course you are. If I grab one of these C squares, we can use those to get money. That's right. They raided. Yeah, those all started because they sent a invasion force over from the pirate thing. Now, the AI went and cleared it for me, so I don't have to worry about it again, but it was still super annoying. All right, so what do I want to build here? Probably the stonemason, so I need 2 farms. So I need another farm is what I should grab here. This is actually cleared. Let's grab a farm. And that'll boost that. Leader leveled up. Okay, this is our good boy. Diseased. We're not ready for diseased yet. We have our level 8. All right, so chaos. Inspiring killers. While leader of the army, all non-hero units in the army get 10% crit chance. That could be really good. We are kind of crit stacking. Inspiring killers, not great. Searing strikes are not great. When leader of the army, non-hero units gain 10 HP. That could be good. Blight strikes could be good. Flanker, not so much. Or animal boosting. And then shadow. Damage on flanking attacks. This affects stacks. Spirit breaker aura. Adjacent enemies lose morale 50% faster. While army leader, non-hero undead units in the army have 10% damage, 15 HP, 2 fire, and 2 spirit. As much as the initiative of chaos, that crit is like really juicy. We can't say no to this. Being able to do the unholy leader when we're going to take Whiteborn as our other tier 3, we're definitely taking that. And we have some undead already. It's kind of funny. They've been trying to fix some of the damage channels for a while, but it got to the point where undead could actually be more immune to fire and more immune to spirit damage, which is supposed to be their weaknesses, than like any other unit. So that was rather humorous. Okay, they're kind of telling me they want me to take that. I'm not taking that. We're taking the undead one. Oh no, I already picked it out. I had 2 points. Okay, I see. Is it time to get our Hex Pact? It is rather nice to be able to stack this on like the enemy hero or something and just take him down a peg. I don't think I care about the lifelink. Any damage dealt to the caster is reduced. Yeah, I don't really care about that one too much. Or over here, attuned to Gaudir. When we cast spells, we gain strengthen and regen. Adds effect to channeling. Damage spells and debuffs. You know what? That might not be terrible. Become overcharged. Extra damage. Sundered resistance. Combat enchantments on another spell to be done. Combat summons get strengthened. We are going to have a really big summon spell at some point. Now, this is the immediately helpful thing. Let's grab that. All right. I feel a little bad for the AI being really stupid in that siege, but yeah, don't be stupid. I don't know what to tell you. Foresters get 2 mana and 2 city stability, or farms grant gold and stability. We'll take the farms grant gold and stability. Kind of interesting now that we actually have to make choices on the Empire tree. Never had to do that before. Beyond cost, of course, but once you had things unlocked. Daring Defiance. Shadow Lord Pit Redtooth. For too long, the good people of the realm have bowed to you. No longer shall we be inveigled by you or intimidated by you. Pebbleton will stand against you. If you want war, so be it. Yeah, like all these miners keep declaring war on me, which would be fine if I wasn't already dealing with this idiot. I never did really figure out where he came from, because he's not over here. That's blue. And I don't think he's here because that's a miner. So he had to have come from below. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Such that it is. All right, what do we got? So you are going to join her. And you have arrived. So there's our third guy arriving. Now we're into the 18 doom stacks that I absolutely hate. But You just literally can't play the game without doing that, because as you saw, the AI does the same thing. I don't have a great solution for that, but man, that is like my one big pet peeve with this game. It's just those massive battles are, ironically enough, too massive. All right, we finished the foundation. Let's get some more money income. I want to be able to get that other city. I need 280. Oh, it's a little cheaper now. Yeah, let's get that tier 2 hall. I need a tier 2 hall so that I can do the Hungering Maw. I probably built more actual special improvements than most games. Okay, that guy, the blue guy kind of likes me for a weird reason. And then we have, greet you with hostility. Of course you do. All right. You know, they're all just jealous. They're just jealous that we're eating good stuff and they're not. So I'm going to eat this city, and then maybe we'll go over and we'll eat their city. And then we'll see who's feeling which way about it. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to just blitz through this guy. Hopefully we can get in there and he won't be able to get a full 3 stack up and running. That would be my ideal. All right, could we? All right, this is so low. I'm willing to accept an auto on that. Yeah. And then here, I said I need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll raise them. And that's not stellar. I'm gonna be honest. Those aren't stellar. We're probably not gonna keep a lot of those because that's a lot of mana. But what I care about, did we level? Okay, we did not fully level. We need 100 more XP. So I need 4 more. Got it. And these 5 guys, I guess we'll wait 1 turn and maybe I'll just throw them into there with an auto fight. Although I might, actually I could drag them right now. Okay, so you go here, you go there. We'll auto that. Didn't pull the 5 in? Alright, well, still do the auto. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 raise. And then that should. Alright, now we still would like to fulfill our major because then we'll actually get domination. But we just picked up level 3 renown. Each population grants 2 knowledge, and we also gain 5 combat casting and 5 world casting, which is huge for us. We also got the renown 4, 10% more mana, and more casting points. So he is going to be a stellar caster. All right, and then here, in all honesty, you just got to go. I just can't. Gotta remind myself. Yeah, disband. Yes. Disband. Yes. These just cost too much mana for what they are at the moment. Should I take you out too? Probably. Yeah, a little tier 1 skeleton ain't really doing it, and especially not when I'm being charged like 5 mana for that unit. If they were the higher tier stuff, maybe. But you are not. I don't think we've even researched the whatever their shock troop is. Although in all honesty, our shock troops are better. All right, sorry brothers. Okay, we got those. Now you vassalize the city or raise it. We don't have anything that would proc. It would give me money, and it is in a really bad place. I think you gotta go. I think you have to go. I'm not above vassalizing some of them, but that's just not helpful to me at the moment. And I don't think he's got anything up on the surface, so let's go below and start dealing with him. Whoops. Oh, of course, and then she runs out of movement. Perfect. All right, you are gonna, you know what, why don't you run up here and just ensure that this gets deleted, and then we'll figure out where you're going. Done. Okay, stonemason complete. Now let's grab, also have the wildlife sanctuary. Yeah. Okay, for now though, I think I want the mint. At least for that city. Building. Dreadspire, they really need that tavern. Okay. Yep. And we finished our renown. Yep. Leaves in 1 turn. All right. Final chance, deep discounts, ruler location, throne city, contact a random. No, unfortunately, I just can't afford it. Question of heritage. Holding our family heirloom, your hero, Phil Nirta the Mark, approaches you with a formal greeting and proclaims, I'm the heir of a proud bloodline. One of my ancestors was an explorer, another one was a lawbringer. The renown echoes through me. I grew up defying those values, so I became a shepherd. But now I'm older, embracing tradition feels like the way to honor my ancestors. To remember who they were. I seek your guidance on the matter, my Shadow Lord. Okay, so here... Right, we didn't like that she was a shepherd. That's not going to be useful for us, particularly. So, explorer. Explore a gold wonder. Explore an ancient wonder. That's kind of doable. Or a lawbringer. Clear a gold level infestation. Clear an infestation. That seems way more doable. We'll have her pick that one up. I'm kind of regretting putting the world on a large. I hate small, or medium, I guess is what I normally play on, because it feels like it's like turn 1 and they're settling on my borders and complaining. But conversely, I feel like we're a little too spread out on this one. Yeah, it's going to be quite a hike to get to these other people. I guess we shall see. All right, you head on down. Go there. I want to be relatively quick, but also relatively safe. Is that really his only other city? If that is truly his only other city, his capital, he really didn't have a choice. He had to declare on me because there was nowhere else for him to go. Okay, you are going to camp out there till that's destroyed. You have gone as far as you can. Okay, Eternal Hunger is ready to hook up another spot. Okay, after we do these things, what do we want? If we want the granary, we could use another forester. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We'll grab that. But for now, I think we're still on the money. I think we're still in the money market here. We still have the market and we still have the shipyard. Oh, but my tower. Shoot. The item forge would be super useful too. Oh, the crypts also. 2 mana per hero. You know what? Let's just get the mana. Let's get that rolling. And then we can rebuild, please. I've been pondering the many allies and enemies I have in the realm. I'm glad to see you're one of the former. Let's try bringing our empires closer. Okay. Like I said, I'm not against diplomacy. We can invite them to dinner if it comes to that. Greetings, Shadow Lord Pit Redtooth. May wisdom guide your path in this realm. Are you wearing a cowboy hat? Are you a goat wearing a cowboy hat that leads halflings? And he likes me? Who are you? You're good? I can't believe you would like me. You have 8 nature, 3... Okay, so you're on about the same amount of tomes as I am. Oathbound Dwarfkin. Oh, those are dwarves. Oh man, they would be so mad if they knew I called them halflings. He's a harmonious sage. Likes empires that have alliances. Likes empires that trade grievances. Dislikes empires that defeat others. Yeah, goodbye. I was thinking about sending him some money, but he's gonna absolutely hate us because I'm gonna defeat another empire, turns out. Okay, keep this rolling. I really should start paying more attention to what turn we start on just so I can see how many turns we're kind of getting through here. All right. Are we... Well, first of all, we're going to have to waddle through this horrible corridor. All right, he has to have at least 1 unit up and running. All right, Staves of Life. Okay, this imp also got changed in the patch. He's got a little less HP, but he got lifesteal, which is probably good because the way he was, I couldn't see a use for him. With the lifesteal, he might be useful in the beginning, but I think we're kind of past that. Beast of Souls, heal non-undead units for 20, heal them. When killing racial 1 to 3 units, chance to obtain a bone horror. I think I don't mind that. We'll grab that one. I could see myself pulling those during certain circumstances. All right, the capital also finished building something. They're a little sad. You know what they need? A bath. There you go. We'll get you a bath. You won't be stinky and then you won't be sad. Okay, we're building a mint. Next. Oh, the Grave Obelisk needs an embalmed sacrifice. 10 state stability and 30 mana. Now, I don't want to empty my crypts because we have that mission where I need to have 10 heroes in the crypt. So, we're not going to be able to build this. That is unfortunate because that is juicy 30 mana. Okay, we already are boosted here. A merchant, we need 4 farms. Okay, we will go up 1 more farm. Now, where? Doesn't really matter. I never got... Man, we kind of got screwed by him kind of rushing me. I would have much preferred to go clear that umbral. That thing's going to be a super annoyance, I have a feeling. Alright, there's a rally with entwined protectors and some butcher ogres. No, thank you. Oh, perfect. And they're sending in a force. Alright, let's got $100. Perfect. Alright, let's get a Mortalist. And I think this place is gonna be safe. Let's go down here. I just want to make sure they don't take the city like what happened up north. How many turns until I can get another hero? 3, okay. Yeah, obviously we really need another hero. I need a hero. Because, yeah, getting ping-ponged like we are is not good. Alright, down here. Okay, where... Okay, that's the city proper. I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, he's got 3 full units ready. Okay, well, such that it is. Alright, so here... Battlements have a 25% chance to be on fire. I don't think that's very good, especially not for 100 gold. Break the walls, yes. A random tower unit takes damage. Or we could get the onagers. I think we're taking the onagers. Alright. Hold that thought. Do I have extra siege? Yes. Let me get that first. I think I learned this again last season, that once you start a siege, you don't get that extra one. Okay, so now we're going to undermine the walls. We're going to construct the onagers. Honestly, defending units taking 20 damage is a huge win. We'll do that. Okay, and as long as everyone gets in range so that they can't just snipe me out, which we totally can. I can't imagine he's going to be able to kill me. We didn't get to see him fight. What are you? Boorish Warriors, he's a champion. He's a Death Knight. You're going to look so good in my graveyard. I guess he's a ruler, so I won't get his corpse, unfortunately. I hope I get your loot, though. Alright, so you're going to chill, and you're going to chill. Leveled up. Okay, this is her again. I really want to get her a bow or something, or a gun or something. I'm not sure I believe in the skirmishing hero. Correct me if I'm wrong about that, but we will take the extra soulbound, I think. Cast, ready to cast. Staves of Life, sure. You're looking pretty cool. Looking pretty cool. A little sweaty, but you know. Just think about that dinner we're gonna have. Oh, we also unlocked Feed on Fear. Units heal 10 hit points for every enemy unit that routed during combat, or your armies regenerate 15 hit points per turn in hostile dominion. I mean, I guess if you're a morale build, this would be super good, but we're not really focused on that. All right, but I also just spent all my stuff. I've been falsely denounced. Why though? Why though? Okay, sending units at me. Yeah, we know about that. Weird place to put me underground, but sure. Oh, here they come. All right, if all you want to do is raid, I hate you, but I'll accept that. If you want to attack me, I hate you. All right, so we are getting a mortalist. We have one immortal up here. I guess let's get a necro. Yeah, I'm building out troops. We'll get that hero in here. Yeah, we'll get that hero in here, and then we should be okay, unless they attack me, like, too soon. And to that end... Okay, I did give them basic walls. Yeah, that was a bit of a fub up before. Oh, man, Academy is super good. Tier 3 unit could be super good. Let's get the Stronghold. That's also extra money. We got the Tier 2 up here. It looks like we're also ready to integrate another area. Alright, are you boosted? 2 farms, yes. Bathhouse needs a quarry. Alright, let's get a quarry. Where? All honesty, I think I'm taking that one. Right, he's the seaside governor, remember? So he does get some bonuses to that. All right, we could afford some cheapies. All cities gain 400 draft, or whenever you research this new skill... No, whenever a research skill is being researched, the knowledge cost of a random skill is reduced. Sure. Okay, another war party. All right, we definitely need that other hero. We have one here. We have one coming from that way, and that guy's going to come down and try to take like this. So to that end, I think I better get a unit here. Let's get... We're defending. I guess let's get a pursuer. Man, I'm getting absolutely just tag teamed by everyone at the moment. All right, we really need this siege to go quickly. Sympathetic support. You consult your advisors on the war strategy against Eos when the magistrate of River Court requests an audience. Awara, Light Song, greet you formally. I'll keep this brief, O Shadow Lord, for I know you have the eternal hunger's sons to slay. What carnage you inflict on your warriors is your own business. Yet when innocents suffer, we cannot abide. Thus, while we will not help your forces in the war against Eos, we selflessly offer your people relief. We could accept some food, and we get a free pop at Eternal Hunger. We could finish the bathhouse. We could require all. A strength 4 shadow, 70% chance. We get the food, we get the production. You know what? We hunger. Yes. I think that's just literally based on how high your stat is. Man, they're so kind. They're so kind. Foreign aid's the best. I definitely needed that. And it's gonna all go to good uses, I'm sure. I wouldn't lie. A turn 0, prison cell, sure. And then stronghold or shipyard. Let's get the stronghold. Yoink. Bone Horde reanimation. Okay. Soul overflow. Friendly units in a 1 hex radius get a strengthened 20 max HP until the end of battle and has 2 negative effects removed. That sounds pretty good. Sure. All right, and you are heading into here. Yep. Also produced a unit here. Okay, so I was producing a necromancer up there and down here. Let me think. So that's going to be 3, 4. will be the tier 3 unit. All right, let's get a Death Guard then, and then the hero. That'll do us for now. All right, we finished the building and started the next already. Finished the prison cell, started the next already. Boy, we're unlocking these like crazy all of a sudden. I can't keep up. Foraging. When in friendly domain, units regenerate 15 hit points and get some XP. Or non-racial units gain 5 hit points and 5 morale for each racial unit in the army. That would be good if you were taking maybe like animals, I guess. Because animals wouldn't be racial troops. Maybe. I think I would rather have the foraging in this case. But we can't afford either one at the moment. Alright, bounties. Well, I can't do any of them at the moment, so I'm not even going to look. And this guy is complaining. Yeah, you should be complaining. Oh, nice. They're pillaging me from the south, too. Okay, that's a marauder group. Man. How many turns till that hero? 1. Okay. We are, we're in a little bit of dire straits down there. We really need, this siege to go. Alright. Somehow his units are multiplying. He's up to 21 units now. Alright, and the siege is broke. Starting with you, and we're going to attack the unit that has the least amount in it. If we're allowed to. That does matter. Yep. Okay, so the AI is giving me a 50-50. Let's see what auto does here. Or I could misclick, I guess. Oh, it was thinking. It was thinking really hard. I'm gonna take that. Losing a single skeleton is fine with me. I do not like those huge ones. I know that really annoys some people, but that wasn't gonna be strategically interesting. It was just gonna be me being annoyed by having to hunt them all down at the moment. I don't need to raise anyone I don't actually want. And yeah, they were all just low tier units we killed, so I'm not interested in those. Gained shield, gained a javelin and an armor. We'll take all of that. And we're actually not even that wounded, so let's kill you. Takes the Banshee. I'm okay with that. Yeah, we can research banshees if we decide we want one. That's just another big mana draw. Celebrating the defeat of Cognag Warbringer. I feel sorry for him. He died due to probably AI mismanagement of that siege, because he probably could have killed me in that siege. I don't think it was, I think it was like a 50-50. Because if we could get a couple kills and get the ball rolling on zombies and whatnot, I think we could have carried the day. But for whatever reason, he just wouldn't attack even though he was attacking, so I don't know. We banish him into the astral void. Whatever schemes he had in the works, none of them shall come to fruition. The last of his misguided troops flee to hide in the hills and woods. His boorish warriors, their spirits crushed, their false idols yoke, now find themselves at your mercy, O glorious Shadow Lord. Alright, so we could tap into the fading bloodlust, which would be some draft, get a necromancer instantly. We could finish the tier 3 haul. That's probably what we're gonna do. Spend mana and then get alignment. No, we will definitely finish that tier 3. That's super useful. That's extra money, remember. And this city is happy at the moment. Let's get our item forge unlocked. Okay, you are just defending because, right, we have this coming. Yeah, we got all kinds of bad things happening. Do I have teleport? Apparently not. I was thinking we could do a recall back to our capital, but negative. All right, I don't think we can mess around down here. So you, we are gonna vassalize you, and we're not waiting around. Anybody have actions left? Do it. You're tired. You can go. Yeah, we just got to get back up to the surface as fast as possible. Okay, done and done. Heroes leveled up. Okay, this is our Death Knight. Okay, for the Death Knight, the Raise Undead seems very iffy to me. He's a shock unit, and so stopping what I'm doing to raise a dead unit. However, getting that starting zombie is super good. And for him, since you only get one, I probably will upgrade him to a Bone Werven. That would be pretty good. Over here, yeah, the curse is fine. 90% chance to inflict disease or weakened, or maybe attack some extra damage, gain some extra HP, gain stacks of strengthened. We have XP, we could lower upkeep, give them extra HP, 10% damage to adjacents. God, these are always so hard. Okay, you know what? The crit thing is kind of our thing. Let's work towards that on him. I think we're going to go for that Bone Werven too, but we're just not there yet. All right, and he's currently wearing 2 defense, 10 hit points. Once per turn gets regeneration when attacked. No, none of those need to change. Boots. 3 resistance. Sure. Infested band. Yeah, that's right. We didn't want any disease yet. Right, confirmed. Done. Banished him to the void. Gained a level of renown. He wanted to fight next to his ruler. Cool. All right, so he's the nautical governor. He has 5 food from coastals. Provinces in the domain take 2 turns longer to pillage. Hey, you know what? Ironically enough, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, so nobody in the prison, lots of people in the crypt. That's what we want to see. Hero cap 3 out of 4. Oh, okay. No, I thought that was talking about how many people I could have in my crypt. I'm like, wait, what? So, yes, we are loving that. 5 out of 10 heroes in our crypt. And we are a little more than halfway through Let Death Reign. We also still need to build a conduit. I thought we were done with that. I thought I'd queued all that up. That's good to know, I guess. Yep, get those remains. Alignment. Oh no, guys, we're evil. No, we're just misunderstood. It's all cultural relativism. Our culture of cannibalism and necromancy is just as good as everyone else's. Don't you worry. I will say, they have done such a good job in this game of optimizing those turns. It is a little annoying when your in-turn gets interrupted wanting some input from something, but I mean, that's fine. But I mean, look at this. This is like instant turns, and it was not this way in the past necessarily. Had to get some tea to celebrate victory there. All right, how many turns you got left? 1 turn until you're vassalized. That's fine. We are definitely not waiting around. We have 50,000 things rushing towards my cities. Yeah, we need to clear out some of these infestations, and we need to probably go around and kill a bunch of the miners because they're just going to keep attacking me. As a side benefit, maybe we can nab some of their heroes, because get those last 5. All right, and then speaking of heroes, I'm already going to be too poor, aren't I? And before I even click it, I just know. Recruit, I don't want to animate. All right, so what do I want here? A warlock? A second warlock? It'll be fine. He wants to be a defender. And we could actually win some fights in friendly territory. We have some stuff that needs to be cleaned out. Yeah, I don't think I want those. I think warlock works for us. We're kind of want to be on theme here, so 300 gold. We'll try to save up for that. I was trying to save up. You guys saw me. I did honestly make an attempt. Just they forced my hand here. I need another conduit. I need it within 8 turns, so I think I'm gonna get started on one. It's probably gonna be Spelljammers. He says that, but I guess we could put it here, and then that, because we have something that benefits from being next to research and that. Yeah, let's put it here. All right, that'll do it. We'll have 3 conduits built. And at home, okay, we're gonna need more farms at some point. Let's just nab another one. Okay, yes, I do want a hero, but I'm too poor. Rivalry declared on me. I can't believe my rival's a goat. All right. And who is this? Who are you? Okay, it's not blue. Okay, wherever he's at, I don't know. Okay, fine. Friendship ended. Oh, you're angering me. Yep, yep. Enjoy the victory while it lasts. Yeah, they're all just mad at me. And yeah, that's another income. Yeah, we gotta get up here like right now. All right, please spend your time raiding me though and pillaging me. That is actually so much less painful. All right, soul overflow is done. Okay, restore the land. I assume that means it's cheaper. I assume that's what that is. Cost 600. I assume that's what that's telling me. I don't really care about any of these if I'm being honest. This could see a use. I guess we'll take that. There could be a circumstance where something happens and we have devastation and we could fix it. All right, and you are zipping over there to defend your own city. And you can make it there and enter. All right, hey, new friend. Welcome, welcome, new friend. And weirdly enough, I think I'm actually gonna give them my stone and make sure that they don't go rogue on me. So coming in here. Wrong city. Capital. Withdraw my stone from myself. Such a weird mechanic. Alright, we'll get started on that. Produce the Death Guard. Good. Okay, so we would like to produce one of those tier 3 units, but I can't do it. I need to get my hero. I mean, the vultures are literally circling. Neither one of those needs to come out. Although, hang on a second. What was that? When killing, getting a second. Wait a second. Did my spell get turned off because of the patch? No, we still have it. Demonic hunger. I'm guessing this is because of the patch. Are these different? That's definitely the new one with only 2% damage. Okay, I haven't actually seen a combat to make sure that that's still working. This game's usually pretty good about not breaking things with patches, although it does happen from time to time. No. Keep hitting in turn and it's running them around. A nightmare? Sure. We might ride a nightmare. Okay, well, I have to say, this turned out better than expected. I still feel bad about that siege, but it is what it is. It's not my fault that they chose not to attack me. Apparently, we're getting followed by a random thing. And apparently my Banshee that died didn't actually die. This is all kinds of crazy. All right, but I'm not concerned about him. We have places we need to be, like right now. All right, get in there and get yourself some healing. Ditto. Hurry up. Now you... I would probably need... Yeah, I'm gonna need all three. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm at the point now where I'm literally just all three of my units... There ought to just be a command where I could just attach them to the hip, because I'm just literally gonna move them all together. Like, we might break up momentarily, but beyond that, everyone just has to stick together. Okay, we still don't have enough. I think I need to just not buy anything for a turn. I want that hero. I want that hero. So I think we just chill for a turn. No production, no production. I will take an annex. Okay, for that, let's get the mine. Yoink. That's super helpful. And apparently it shifted my people. I think he's still the same guy though. And that is who I would take. 300 gold. I don't have it this turn. We will get it. We will get it. Okay, we are getting attacked on our scouts. Auto combats. That is my scout that is right next to my southern city, apparently. Marauders just teaming up to beat me up. That annoys me, because, like, the Umbrals should not be allied with those other guys, for example. Taste of friendship. During the diplomatic negotiations, Chiefess Marga, Gore Drinker, a pox pit, well, she sounds like a lovely lady, sent you a bottle filled with unknown substance. Oh, Shadow Lord, we Boorish warriors feel blessed by your presence. In anticipation of our new pact, we've sent a small gift. Holds up a glass. In our culture, we share a drink when we forge a bond. She takes a sip and coughs heartily, waiting for you to return the gesture. I take a bunch of damage. I can eat it. All right. That would really suck if I wasn't a mage. All right, now here... All right, you move to here. Yeah, we did take a big old bump. All right. He's in the water. He'll be able to attack next turn. You... continue down. She really doesn't have great units, does she? All right, you know what? You can grab this. All right, let's get that hero before I spend any money. Recruit. Inspect. Recruit. And then you immediately need to run down here. All right, scouts. Not what I want. What I do want is a Death Striker. And I would love to rush him, but we can't afford it. Now, I can take one of these at a time, but I can't take both, so we're just gonna have to pick our battle here carefully. I could create a bounty, don't care. Well, I think we have a thing where our routed units can't die, so we should be really nice and safe with our scouts. That can be really annoying when they're killing off your scouts. Sure. Yeah, I'll take it. That saves me having to sail over there. All right. I think we're gonna have to sit in our own land for a turn or two and heal up, and then I think we're gonna take these guys. I think we're gonna go take this out because that's just never gonna end. That's never gonna end, and it's close enough that I think I can deal with it. So we'll hop out of there. Yeah, just you guys all just get ready to get going. Pack your bags. And then realize there's this guy. Alright, we'll deal with that. Really? Because they have a phased beast. Alright, can we auto you? We can. Alright. A bone whore. You know what? No, you know what? He's gonna be way too much mana. I better not. I was thinking we could replace one of her skeletons. Yeah, she's got kind of garbage at the moment, if I'm being honest. Okay, and then we have a little bit. Okay, we have a little bit of money, so I can actually do something. Shipyard equals money. And then at the kitchen, what do we want? Honestly, stone walls wouldn't be terrible. Yeah, let's do that. We need to dig in here a little bit. I'm feeling like we're gonna get ping-ponged really, really, really hard. All right, and then no, not the city. Nope. I want him. I want the scout out, and then he can go on auto and do whatever. 5 turns and still way too much gold to be able to rush him. Eternal Hunger also finished. Hey, we can afford a shipyard. Perfect. More gold. All right, now him. All right, we just grabbed Hex Pact. Withering Magic. That's actually gonna be pretty good because we're gonna start trying to do a lot of decay once we get the cycle. Attacks and debuffs always hit. Ignore 3 status resistance and minus morale. The morale one is like stupid good. Just you can't like stop the damage basically. We're gonna grab that one for now. And we're gonna have to end the episode there because that has been over an hour again. I know I talked last time about maybe trying to make these a little bit quicker, and I still may make that decision. I'll just bring you guys in. I don't know whether there's like a big fight that I'm actually gonna fight, or we get a new tome, or maybe I'll just continue playing through it. I don't know. I enjoy the game quite a bit, so kind of a leisurely activity for me. Let me know in the comments what your opinions are on that. As always, if you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like. That helps me a ton. If you're not subscribed, hope I've earned your subscription. And if you want to support the channel, you can always leave a super thanks, join me live for a super chat, check out the channel memberships or the Patreon linked in the channel. All right, guys, get out there and set up for dinner, and I'll catch you there. Babble out.